Hi, I'm Fiona Stang, and today we're going to talk about the vinyasa between postures. When I learned Ashtanga yoga, my teacher would always say, you have to do the vinyasa. And the vinyasa kind of brings us back to neutral. It brings us back to that still point. It's a movement that we know because we started our practice with essentially a variation in the sun salutations of what the vinyasa is. The push-up, the up dog, the down dog. A nice combination of flexion and extension, of rounding in, of looking up, doing the opposite actions for the spine, and thus sort of resetting the body, bringing us back to the midline or the neutral place. Now, sometimes we're simply tired and the thought of doing all these vinyasas can be daunting. Rather than skip practice, take the essence of what the vinyasa is about and bring it into your practice. Other times, maybe we need to modify the vinyasa. Maybe our wrists are sore. And this is a question I've had from students many times. I'm tired, I just don't have the energy today, my wrists are sore. There's many different factors. But if this is something that applies to you, what I like to do is honor why we're doing the vinyasa, and let's see if we can bring that into our modification. So say, for example, we're in Janu Shirshasana A. We're in the pose. We've 1, 2, 3, 4, held for 5. On the 5th exhalation, look all the way into the navel. Inhale, unfurl, look up. Exhale, release, cross at the ankles, look in. And then from there, inhale, I've leaned forward, upward dog. Exhale, down dog, I'm rounding. Inhale, come through. Now I know that looks different than a traditional up dog, down dog, and jumping through. But what looks the same is the idea of honoring the breath and also honoring the movement of the countering of the spine. So we jump through. If we're doing the vinyasas, we imagined we jumped through and we just unfurled our way through. Second side, lift up. Exhale, fold. Hold again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5th exhale, look in. Use this as an opportunity to harness the bandha. Inhale, keep the bandha, unfurl, look up. Exhale, release the hands, cross at the ankles, look in. Inhale. Now, if your wrists are not bothering, you could inhale, lift. If your wrists are the reason why the vinyasas are too much, you could just inhale, imagine you can lift. Exhale, look in, stretch out the legs. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, furl and down dog. Inhale, come through. So one more time, I'll show again. Let's show it from Paschimottanasana. Say I've done my 2 variations. Exhale, hold for 1, 2, 3, 4. 5th exhale, look in. Harness Mula Bandha. Now inhale, head up. Exhale, release, cross, look in. Inhale, maybe I can lift, or maybe I can't. Maybe I can just lift by putting my feet down. Or my wrists are bugging me. I'm just going to imagine I can lift, look up. Exhale, release, look in. Inhale, unfurl, look up. Exhale, look in. Inhale, jump through. One more time. I'll just show it in quiet so you can see, do it for the first one, how fluid this can be. Sometimes when we're injured or something's tweaked or we're tired, we're so in our head about the injury or about the tweak that we can't get into that meditative essence of the practice, that flowing with the breath. So take out the variables, take out the pain points if it's your wrist or if it's the absolute fatigue or whatever's going on, and really just tap into the breath. So here we go. So that's one way to modify it if you need a modification for your wrists. If it's not your wrist, if you're tired, you can also do part modification. So instead of doing the whole lift up, jump back, you could simply say we're exiting the pose. Inhale, look up. Exhale, release, look in, cross. Inhale, imagine you could lift, or lift just the buttocks, or lift everything. From there, you could just move back. You could come to the tabletop pose. Inhale. Exhale, partial bend. Inhale, straighten dog pose. Exhale, bent knee down dog or straight leg down dog. And then inhale, come forward, sit down. Or we could again, if we want to try a different variation, cross at the ankles. Imagine you can lift or just engage the core. Step back to plank, drop the knees. Exhale, lower down to the floor. We could come up to the cobra variation instead. And then from there, we could press back to down dog. So there's many different variations for modifying the vinyasa. I showed you the most extreme one, which is sort of a visualization of the push-up, the up dog, the down dog. And instead, we just sit and furl our spine with our breath. This isn't set in stone. It's not a prescription. It's more just reminding you to take the essence of the vinyasa and make sure you weave it through your practice. And rather than skipping practice or saying this isn't working, find a way to make it work and take that essence of inhaling, expansion space, and exhaling, reharnessing Mula Bandha, and bring it into the practice, even if you need to modify. In order to make this a practice for our lives, at times, things may shift. It may be because we're tired, we're sick, if you're pregnant, if you have an injury. There's so many different periods in our life where things change. So keep showing up, and most importantly, be aware and keep listening. Namaste.